Hey, what's up, everyone? Morey Croson here with the Performance Lab of California. I'm going to do another breakdown here today. It's going to be on Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is one of the best college football players in the nation right now, running back out of Penn State. We've been doing a lot of speed breakdowns. We've been doing a lot of throw breakdowns. We did one jump breakdown. One thing that I wanted to get into here was more on a lifting perspective, and it was awesome to be able to find some stuff on Saquon Barkley. I wanted to do more hand clean type stuff, but it's fine that we're able to get a power clean. I think that Penn State, it seems like their strength and conditioning goes more power clean related, which is fine. What we're going to look at is really the sheer power here. So, Saquon Barkley, he's cleaning 315 pounds here. It looks like it might be even 405. It just depends on, is there 4 plates there or 3 plates. We just want to go through the technique involved, what looks like the good things, maybe some things you can improve on, just more awareness about, the lifting that goes into creating that high amounts of power to get the weight up, this amount of weight up. So we'll go ahead and just get this started here with Barkley. So one thing that I'll say right away is when you're doing this, what you want to do is you want to maintain definitely a better position of the spine. So you can see his head's kind of tilted here. This isn't a great position for the neck. And then as he starts lifting, that spine position isn't great. Okay, now there always ends up being 2 sides of this, because I think one of the reasons that he ends up getting this is because he does start in this position, which actually, makes it so his core has to brace a lot more to make it so his spine doesn't get into a really bad position. So as he's coming up here, you could even see right about there where his spine wants to start rolling, and he has to stop that with his core. So he has a really strong core to make it so he doesn't end up getting into too much of a rounded position here. And the core is really this whole abdomen area. So it's not just abs, it's also his back. You can almost see those spinal erectors and how strong they are as he's going to lift up. Another big thing is his mid-back. So as he's going here and he's lifting this up, he does a great job being able to maintain good shoulder position. A lot of times what you'd see in a situation like this with the neck in this position is these shoulders would start rolling to the outside. So being able to keep good retraction as he's lifting up is really a testament to how strong he is as an individual. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily recommend excuse me, this technique, but this technique has ended up to work him out, or work out, just because of again, the strength that he has behind it. So as he's coming up here, now is when you start to get into the pure power. So as he's coming up, he starts to extend, he gets into kind of that straight leg deadlift. He has really good, solid bar path, which is excellent. And now what ends up happening, because he is able to get such a straight leg and his hips are able to kind of sit back, so he has great hamstring length, is he's able to use a lot of hip power. So that movement right there is all hip extension. That's how he is as fast as he is and as dynamic as he is he's able to get a large amount of just pure hip extension without allowing the spine to go back. A big problem that I'll see is that spine goes back without that hip coming forward. He's doing a good job of driving that hip through, and now he's getting straight up and pressing. You could tell he has he's strong shoulders, strong arms, so he gets a big pull in that upper body, and now he does a good job of being able to sit down underneath it as he's coming underneath the bar. So what are some keys that we're seeing here? One, again, that great job being able to go from hip flexion to hip extension very rapidly, and now being able to transfer that into the ground, push up off the toes, and now he's in that full extension. So he just created all his power, again, using good core. You can see he's exhaling too, so he's utilizing his diaphragm, which is crucial here, and being able to be able to create the most amount of force possible. Got to be able to go through that exhale. Now he's sitting back as he's letting that bar come underneath. Great job being able to do that. I think he looks like he can work maybe a little bit on some lat flexibility, as he's having trouble kind of getting underneath. It looks a little bit awkward there, but he's able to get that elbow underneath and through, and then he's able to catch it there. So I would say too, now when he's catching it, it looks like he's in a pretty good base and with his feet, and his hips are also, while they're very kind of tight, and not very mobile, that's also, again, what creates that force. So, you know, what you need to be able to do in order to create this amount of torque and force to get and power to do this much weight is you need to be very tight and very mobile at the same time in the hip. So again, we'll go back to the beginning real quick and show as he's coming up, look at that flexibility that he has in hamstrings. Now the force and strength that he also is able to put on display with that hip extension coming up and through. Dropping those elbows underneath. Again, I think you can work a little bit on lat range of motion, and then also has good mobility and stability within those hips as he gets underneath it and comes up and through. So a couple things I wanted to touch on here at the end too is one, I think that I love this because it shows the importance of weightlifting for these high, you know, these athletes that are playing at the top level, right? So, you know, a lot of times people think that this is a lot genetic based, and there probably is a lot of great genetics that he has, but you could definitely tell, you know, you can't just genetically hit 315 on a power clean. You could tell he works on his technique. Even here, you know, he has a lot of interaction with his coach as he's going through. You can see how he's talking with his coach. And at the last one, him and his coach are having a big conversation on how you can get better. So he's very honed in on how he can get better from a technique perspective and working on his power development. I think that's what's made him into the athlete that he is. You have to be able to be strong. You have to be able to work on the things that are going to make you faster, going to make you more powerful, going to make you less injury prone. And I think all these things really, from an Olympic lift perspective, all these things will help you achieve that. Olympic lifting is crucial in being able to really accentuate what it is that you do in whatever sport that you do. So, as always, thanks for watching our videos. We have a whole membership that will go more into how you can run faster, how you can throw harder, things like of that nature. We also go into injury prevention as well. And then if you want to send in a personal breakdown video, I mean, we can do it on weightlifting, tell you what you can get better at there. But we primarily focus on speed development stuff as well as throw development stuff and how you can specifically improve that. So, as always, thanks for watching these videos, guys. We'll start doing a little bit more weightlifting stuff as well. You can tell that Saquon Barkley is really a strong, powerful guy. And now the question is, how does he get there and how can we help you achieve that? So, yeah, thanks for watching the videos, and we will see you soon.